What's good, peeps? It's your boy Eduard Todor. It's one of those hurried ones, as you know, weekend's a busy time. So someone was asking me, someone saw that Shin Lim posted a flourish, and he said it's his favorite classical flourish, and they asked me if I can do it, and I said, of course I can damn do it. Who do you think I am? Who the hell do you think that I am if I can't do this under pressure flourish? Alright, you know what, I'll do it. Thing is, some people like to do it kind of like even more open. How do I show it from the other side? There it is. Today we're going to be reacting to Steve Marshall on Fool Us. Let's get straight into it and see what he's got.
私はスティーブ・マーシャルと申します。はじめまして。どうぞよろしくお願いします。
He's one of those guys.
My college years, I was traveling, living on a circus train. I really learned how to juggle in clown college, and I still juggle in my show all the time.
What?
I decided to move to Japan, and I expected to be there 2 years, and it's been 19 years now.
That's crazy.
Almost 30 years ago, I saw this
I want to go to Japan.
Dice stacking. There was this man named Jim Zachary,
At least
and
like
I was
travel
just blown
there.
away. Jim and I became good friends over the years, and he taught me. I spent many nights at his dining room table, stacking dice, right? My performance tonight has become a tribute to him, this amazing genius who really popularized this art.
A dice stacking magic trick. Okay, I haven't seen this before. I'm excited.
From Florida via Japan.
This should be interesting.
Whoa, he needs a new travel agent. Here is Steve Marshall.
All right.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Steve, and I have a problem. Well, it's not really a problem. It's more like an obsession. See, ever since I was a kid, I've been fascinated by dice. Dice magic, dice tricks, dice games, diced ham. You get the picture. As a matter of fact, one of my fondest memories as a kid was playing a dice game out in the schoolyard. It was a simple game. 4 dice and a dice cup. We'd shake it up, roll out the dice, and add up the total that was showing on the top.
Know
of the
how
dice.
they're all casino cards, the square, very fine precision cards. I mean,
sometimes would even bet our lunch money. On days like these, I usually went hungry. That's because there was this one kid, Raymond. And Raymond was, how can I put this nicely? Raymond was a dirty, rotten, filthy cheater. See, when we roll the dice, we'd roll them like that. But Raymond would turn the cup upside down and shake them like this. We thought that was cool. But what we didn't know was that Raymond was actually stacking the dice up so we could only see the number on the top.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
And he would
really cool.
always win. Well, I had a talk with Raymond. Turned out this was a thing called dice stacking. Who knew it was a thing? Now, one time, he decided to show off. And he asked me a question. I'm going to let somebody else help out today. Sir, right here with a beard, name a color, quick.
Green.
Raymond's favorite color was blue, but you were so close. See? But he gave him a different color die. And he would stack them up like this. Now, this is position 1, this is number 2, this is position 3, and number 4. Which position would you like the blue die to be in? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
2.
2. The most difficult position of all. Number 2. He would actually show off by raising the cup in the air. Call the number on top. Oh, thank you. No, it's okay. Number 2, watch. Watch. In the air. Watch. Not only is it number 2, but the number 6 is the top number. Watch. Position 2, and the number 6 is on top. And that was my introduction to dice stacking. Thank you.
I think that
Well,
fooled me.
that was the way Raymond did it. But I wanted to learn myself how to do it. So I
I
ran
know how he
right
did it.
home.
I think I know how he got
And
it. Yeah, I know how he got it in number 2.
I didn't have a fancy dice cup. I didn't have some fancy dice. All I had
Maybe the number
was
6.
a juice can. And I cut the bottom out of the can. You can do this yourself at home. Drink the juice first. Trust me on this one. And I only had 2 dice in a game. So what I did was I cut the dice in half. And this gave me these little tiny half dice pieces.
This is so obscure.
Now, what was good about that was
no
that
one does magic
they
like
would
this.
stack up lower, giving me a smaller, lower center of gravity. This made things much easier to practice. Now, it's
I'm
all
so
in the
confused.
wrist.
What's gonna do? What is he gonna do? He's gonna.
Now,
No way.
stacking dice is a lot like falling off a building. It's not the speed that gets you, it's that sudden stop at the end. The nice thing about this was there's a hole in the top of the can, so you can
That's
check
what I'm thinking.
to make sure they're stacked up. Remember I told you that was the
Oh, okay.
easy way to stack
it's
them,
like
the
a
small
can.
way.
I
Who
thought it was
knew
like
that
a
it would
full
also
hole.
be the most difficult way to stack them?
Okay, yeah, he fooled me. Wait. Oh, okay, it's sideways. What?
On edge.
That's insane.
No magnets, just 4 dice. Well, this is when the obsession really kicked in. You see, I needed
That's
more
impressive.
dice.
Really impressive.
I needed a bigger cup. 9 dice. Count with me, please. Here we go. 1, 2. One, two.
That's mad.
3, 4.
That's
5,
mad.
6, 7, 8. The incredible 9 dice stack of
That's impressive.
Thank you! Well, I gotta tell you, the hard part isn't really stacking the dice. The hard part is getting them in the cups with these big dice in there,
Oh, okay.
this lemon in there,
Okay.
and this, and, wait a second. Oh, I forgot to tell you, you also need this. Not to stack dice, because you should never stack dice in a clear cup. You need this to pour the juice out of the can.
Okay, that's cool. That's
And
a
say,
really cool routine.
Cheers.
Really awesome way to mix like performance-based arts, you know, like juggling and not magic, like not fooling, but
I
like
saw this a long
impressive
time
stuff
ago. It's an old etch, it's an old art.
with
dice
magic.
stacking.
Really cool way to do
But
it.
when I first saw it, it was of a guy named Jim Zachary. And Jim was the first man to actually create an entire act out of dice stacking. And I was
okay.
fortunate enough to become friends with him, and he actually taught me this act. So he actually made this cup. He made the half dice. The half dice was his idea. And unfortunately, right before I left Japan to come here, Jim passed away. So tonight became kind of a tribute to Jim. So Jim Zachary
that's
was
awesome.
the original dice stacking guy. Yeah, so thanks.
Never seen anything like
Let's
it.
go to the boys.
Okay.
Boys.
I love this. I love this so much. You know, I started out as a juggler.
Right.
And I love juggling. And I first saw dice stacking done by Eddie Fechter at the Forks Motel, Buffalo.
Right.
And I immediately bought his books on dice stacking, which are not the first books written on it, but I loved them, and I got the dice cup, and I got the dice, and I worked for so much longer than I want to admit for how little I'm able to do. So
He really
I think
did
of
it, okay.
everybody in here, someone who worked on it, as much as everybody else loved it, I loved it even more. That stuff's really hard and really beautiful, and I find it so aesthetically pleasing. And I also love that for a lot of this, it's juggling masquerading as magic. We see
Right.
guys all the time who are card mechanics. It's really nice to see a dice stacking mechanic and just laid out there as juggling. And the
That
cups
is
and
cool.
balls ending for the final loads at the end is a really, really nice touch. But for me, all you need was the dice stacking, but that part of it is juggling, and I loved it, but I don't think you fooled us.
Okay, thank you
okay.
very much.
Yeah, thought
Thanks.
so.
It's been great being here.
So, do you
The juice at the end got me a little bit, but I didn't see what happened, but I mean, I have a lot of theories.
Thank you so much.
I assume it's misdirection. But that was cool, man. That was awesome. Awesome. Like, you know, oftentimes I feel like cardistry and juggling and these kind of like skill-based performance arts can be a little bit dull in the sense that, you know, you see it once, you've seen it, whatever. But whenever you see a guy like this, you know, put together a whole act, and then he puts magic at the end, which is awesome, you know. That really adds to the entertainment value. It really adds to everything. Like, you know, we need to see guys. We need to see cardists start doing this type of stuff. You know, mixing cardistry and then adding in like a magic flair. And I mean, there's some people that do that already, but you know, juggling, contact juggling. Like, it would be cool to see all these different the different mediums get kind of a magic flair on top of them. And dice stacking was something that I've always been aware of, but I've never seen like a magic routine based around based around dice stacking. All right, so this is very cool. Never heard of his mentor either, but I guess I'll take a look, because he seems like an interesting dude. But anyway, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe. I do daily videos. Follow me on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All the links are down below. If you want to support me on Patreon or want to just hang out on my Discord, the link for that is also down below. And as always, mad respect, much love, stay lit, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!